Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Tuesday, September 3rd, and I just talked to myself for 10 minutes and just realized that it wasn't recording. Oh, so annoying. All right, let's start over again. Well, I will be. For you guys, it's all new. It's like I never recorded anything because I didn't. It is Tuesday. You guys haven't heard from me since Friday, unless you listen to our podcast. I did not record anything on on Sunday or Monday. And I hope that was okay with you. You didn't miss anything big. If you heard our podcast on Saturday night, you know where things stand. Oh, by the way, just as a quick aside before I forget, because otherwise I will, I looked at my iTunes reviews for this CarCast, and someone about 2 weeks ago asked me what my Twitter account was. The way iTunes I don't know if they're still listening or not, but the way iTunes reviews work is you cannot reply to them or anything. So I'm replying here, and my Twitter handle is BBGOSSIP, which is interesting because that means you did not find me through Twitter. You found me through some other thing. So I tweet under BBGOSSIP. It's BB Gossip. So there's that. Thank you, those of you that are listening that found me through some other means. But that's my main means of communication. Twitter. Otherwise, you can always email me at ilovereality@gmail.com. Those are the two main ways to get a hold of me. All right, so back to talking about what's up. We left you on Saturday knowing that Jackson had nominated Christy and Jessica, with Christy as the, quote, pawn. Then the power veto was held on Saturday. It was the hide the veto power veto. And Tommy won it. So we knew that Tommy was going to save Christy. And indeed, on Monday, yesterday, he did save Christy. So Christy is now off the block. Cliff is now on the block. He volunteered before nominations were even made to go up. But remember, Jackson only had 3 choices. He had to pick from Holly. He's never going to do Nicole or Cliff. So it made sense that Cliff went up. All right, so now where we're at is, it is now Tuesday. We have 2 days until the next eviction and next eviction, because we got a double coming up. And that is where I was at when I was talking about all this. Look, Jessica's going to go. It'll be interesting to see if Tommy and Christy try to get Cliff evicted. I don't know if it'll be a wise game move on their part to try to talk Nicole into getting rid of Cliff, because she won't. It'll cause a rift, because at best they can do is that Tommy. It's 4 votes to evict. Well, yeah, it's 4 votes to evict. So you've got Holly, Nicole, Tommy, and Christy. And so, unless Holly were to change her mind, which I don't think she will, Holly and Nicole, oh wow, that'd be weird. That would be weird. I can't see them doing it. That would be breaking their final 4, which Jackson seems pretty tied to, this final 4 with Cliff and Nicole. So I can't see Jackson doing that. I would think that would they'd lose votes and stuff. So I don't see it happening. All right, so let's just assume Jessica's going first on Thursday. Then there's going to be the double. They don't know about the double yet, although I really think the speculation will ramp up today and tomorrow about there may be a double, and what do we do if there's a double? Not that you can do a whole lot. But that's what I was speculating on when I realized I wasn't even recording the damn thing. The double, so in the second eviction, it's 3 votes to evict. So, just run through the scenarios. If Holly wins, then she should, if Holly wins and they are indeed loyal to Cliff and Nicole, she should put up Christy and Tommy. All right? Now, even if Tommy wins at a household, even if Tommy or Christy win the power veto, they can only save themselves. And then in theory, Jackson would be one vote, and Nicole and Cliff, or whichever one didn't get put back up, would be one of the other two votes. And they would get out one of the two. So if you want to break up a pair, you just nominate. We'll have 3 pairs going into the second eviction of double eviction night. And the way to break them up is to nominate both of them. They cannot save both of them. If you nominate only one of each group, you're taking the chance that the pair that you don't want to stay will end up surviving if the one that's not nominated wins the power of veto and saves the other. So, yeah, you have to nominate. You have to take a run at the pair that you want out. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. If you want to be Swiss about it, which doesn't seem to be the smart move, you would nominate one from each, but you'd be taking the chance with the power of veto that the one you really didn't want to stay would end up staying. So now you just got to take your shot at your pair. And I don't know which pair Christy and Tommy feel better about, although I would have to guess Cliff and Nicole. I would think that Jackson and Holly are the ones. Well, no, but see, I think if Cliff and Nicole win, I think they would go after Christy and Tommy. I really think Christy and Tommy are kind of on their own. This is my opinion, and I could be completely wrong. Someone else may tweet at me later today going like, you don't even know what the hell's going on in the house. Well, I think I do, but I won't claim with 100% certainty to know it all. That's for sure. And Christy and there's just, Cliff is aware, and I do start to wonder this whole thing about the voice, the person yelling over the wall a couple of weeks ago, and they were kind of basically told you can't talk about it. I don't know. Maybe they do know. Maybe Cliff does know more than he's letting on. But if I were them, I would be so furious. I would not even consider Christy or Tommy to keep them around if it was that. If I knew that, I wouldn't even be talking about it, and yet they still talk about the possibility. So I'm just not sure. I don't know. All right. Sorry. Mental pause here. It's going to be interesting on the double, but that's a couple days away yet. I can talk about that more in the next 2 days. They got a grill last night. I don't know if they're going to keep it for the rest of the season, but there's been the grill has always come with a potential hazards and has blown up on them before, where they've not been able to light it properly, and poof, it balls of flame. We have more than one instance of balls of flame shooting out with the grill, so it's always a risky move of Big Brother to give them the grill. Of course, last year they started the oven on fire, if you remember, with what's her name Sam running in with the fire extinguisher. So yeah, they find ways to burn things either way. As far as things go, though, yeah, pretty mellow day yesterday. They got the grill, they got food, they cooked out. I don't know, they're playing pranks. The fact that I didn't really do anything audio-wise Saturday or Sunday and Monday, you didn't miss anything. Just know that it is currently Cliff and Jessica on the block. I really sincerely doubt that Christy and Tommy will try to get Nicole to vote out Cliff. I just can't see that happening. And I don't think Holly will be interested in that. I really think Jackson is loyal to a fault. And so he will keep that Final Four deal he made with Christy and Tommy. And it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens on Thursday night. But that's 2 days away, and I got lots of time to talk. So I am going to sign off, I think. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I talked about the person who left me the iTunes feedback. I do appreciate that, by the way. I got 14 reviews on iTunes for my CarCast, not for our podcast. Our Big Brother podcast, we get lots of reviews. they tend to be scathing reviews. I think we're running about 60% negative on our Big Brother Gossip Show iTunes reviews. It's like, wow. I go read them, but I kind of wince whenever I go to read them. I don't get any grief. I got the nickname The Other Guy because of some, comment someone left years ago at this point, saying, Mike, Colette, and the other guy. But at this point, I tend to get nice reviews on iTunes. And I understand that because I'm fairly non-controversial. But it can be painful to go read our iTunes reviews now. But I do because we want to catch things. But right now, all I'm catching is super negative stuff. And I'm thinking this isn't going to change anything. Those kind of negative reviews don't really change anything. We're not changing the makeup of our show. But I think some people are getting their frustrations out, and they like to leave those and feel like they've left it. There's nothing we can do. We can't remove them, so they're there. So there you go. I do like the ones that I get though on for the my CarCast podcast, and I'm gonna do it today. Today I am getting a screen cap of my 14 patrons, and I will be giving you shouts out tomorrow. Yes, I will. I'm doing it when I get to work. I'm going to screen cap that because I can't look it up on my phone easily. I can't look at my actual individual patrons. And every time I think about it, that's the only thing I'm near is my phone. So I will get to work, pull up the patron page, take a picture of my 14 patrons, and give them shouts out tomorrow. Yes, I will. All right. With that, I'm heading to work. We're in week 3 of hell weeks. This week should be a little bit less painful than last week. Doesn't hurt that we're already on Tuesday, so we missed Monday. But, yeah. So we got that going on. And, I don't know. We'll see what else is up. We'll talk to you guys later. Hope you have a good one. Hope you had a good Labor Day weekend. See ya. Bye-bye.